In a Fox 17 investigation tonight, if you've been on the receiving end of constant solicitation phone calls, you're not alone. Erika Kurre exposes the organization fined by the Secretary of State's office for soliciting contributions using false and misleading practices, though the church organization says it's done nothing illegal.
There's a way to go about business. There's an unspoken set of rules, and they've really been stepping out of bounds.
Flint Adam, a former Fox 17 employee, is talking about phone calls, sometimes more than a dozen a day, coming to his house as late as 9 p.m., all from the same source. Tennessee Secretary of State Trey Hargett says an organization called Nspire is making these calls, which appear in caller ID either as the same number with a 615 area code or just the word hope.
In December, we issued civil penalties against a group called Nspire that was using the name of Hope House to raise money.
According to the Secretary of State's office, Nspire also goes by the name Hope House and Hope House for Domestic Violence. Nspire's website explains it's an outreach organization that helps homeless men and women get off the streets. Fox 17 found the Secretary of State's office slammed Nspire with a $45,000 fine in December 2014. Secretary Trey Hargett says it's for two reasons. Nspire has falsely represented that it works with other organizations with which it has no affiliation, and numerous people filed complaints with his office because they said they continued to receive calls despite asking to be removed from the group's call list.
There were four complaints we wound up using in the issuing of civil penalties. It was far more than that.
Fox 17 obtained a copy of the letter sent to Nspire's leader, Greg Kinnard, from the Division of Charitable Solicitations and Gaming in the Tennessee Secretary of State's office. It accuses Nspire of violating Tennessee law, saying it's soliciting contributions using unfair, false, misleading, or deceptive acts and practices by engaging in harassing and abusive solicitations practices. Secretary Hargett says his agency is where this activity should be reported, and he knows they haven't heard from everyone receiving these calls.
I personally got a phone call. I didn't think it was appropriate for me to file a complaint with my own division. And so there's people out there like me who got calls from a so-called Hope House that didn't file complaints.
Online forums like callcenter.com and 800notes.com show people posting similar complaints about Nspire, saying sometimes the call is disconnected once the phone is answered. In January, Adam says 24 of these calls came to his home in an 8-day period. Adam didn't report them to the state, though last year he asked the group to take his home off their call list. He says his most recent calls came just last month.
I just reached a point where I was really annoyed with it, and I wanted validation that this isn't just me. I mean, come on, it can't just be me.
One simple Facebook post to his community's closed group in Nolensville at 3:45 in the afternoon, and within minutes, dozens of replies from his neighbors stating they were experiencing the same. So Fox 17 got on the phone. I called the 800 number, the only number posted on the Nspire website. My first call, I left a message with a call taker.
Do you guys have a media representative?
Hold on one second, ma'am. Because the director's in a meeting.
My second call went straight to voicemail.
Thank you for calling the program line of Nspire Outreach and Hope for Domestic Violence. Please leave a message. Thank you.
As has every call I've placed since. I even emailed Nspire, and it wasn't until they received an overnight letter from me that Bill West, an attorney representing the group, called me back. Nspire's legal team denies it's in violation of the state's Charitable Solicitations Act. A petition for a contested case hearing filed by Nspire's legal team asserts Nspire is exempt from the application of law because it's a church. According to the petition, Nspire is a religious mission, serving homeless women or women who are victims of domestic violence, and it solicits used clothing donations. The organization's website states it is operating in full compliance and integrity. Meanwhile, the Secretary of State's office investigation continues, and some advice from Secretary Hargett.
If you're getting the same call from the group over and over and over, then you need to let us know about that.
Erika Kurre, Fox 17 News.
Now, the only way a charity is allowed to call you is if you have a previous relationship with that organization, like donating, for example. Tennessee's Charitable Solicitations and Gaming Division wants to hear from you as it continues its investigation tonight into Nspire. If you've received their calls or have any information on the organization, call that number there on your screen, 615-741-2555.